Okay, so Scherzo here again. This is another guitar. Let's open it up and see what's in it. It's a great one. I like this one. They come and they go. This one I'm going to keep, I think. It's a good one. So it's one of these. I'm sure you have seen these before. This is, of course, a Gibson Melody Maker. This is a 2009. So I guess this was just about when they started to reproduce these again. They take them out of production, they put them back in. So yeah, they take them out of production, they put them back in, and this one was back in production for a little while in 2009. Great. The tuners are good on this. I'll go over that in a second. So we have the traditional stop tailpiece here, a little bit sharp, this one back here, thanks to this screw. All of this is of course stuck to the pick guard. It's all bolted on there, and they just plop that in, so it makes it a lot cheaper. Single coil pickup. This one sounds really good. I've been backing it off the tone a bit because it does cut. You get into telly land, and it sounds a little bit harsh actually a lot of the time, but if you've got it cranked up, but you can get around that, and it does sound good. Nice fretboard on this one. Not single piece. This is about a 3-piece mahogany, I think. This one, if you look on the back, it looks like to be about 3 pieces. Necks had a bit of play on it. You know, of course, it's second hand. I only ever buy them second hand because, you know, who can afford the real, not the real ones, who can afford the new. 6 in a line, sorry, 3 in a, 3, what is it, Cluson style tuners, are they? Got Gibson written on them anyway. Not focusing very well there, apologies. I'll try and focus on those a little bit better. Put my hand behind it. There we go. Gibson branded tuners. Been played a lot, which I like because I like to play them. A little bit of wear and tear, nick here, nick there, but still looks really good and sounds really great for a 2009 sort of guitar. I know that the modern Gibsons are often frowned upon. 2010 is often cited as pretty horrible by guys I know in Australia. I don't know, I take them one at a time myself. But yeah, the guitars, of course. So I'm going to plug this in as usual using my Boss Super Overdrive, a nice little Boss patch lead into the Fender Dual Showman with the 1922 Marshall cab, which is what I have, and it sounds pretty good. Let's see what you think. Very simple guitar, which I like. I like simple. Okay, turning things on. Here we go. So a lot quieter than some of my other single coil guitars. Still a little bit of hum there, you can probably hear. It is raining outside too, so there will be some noise from that, sorry. It sounds alright. It's very... Tuning with this one's really good. I have another Melody Maker a 1960, which I'm going to do. Like, I got this as a comparison for that. And also because I don't want to take it out so much and play it, but this one I can without feeling too bad about it. And it does sound a lot like my 60, but it's a little bit darker actually. There's that word again, darker, warmer, blah blah blah. It's got more in the bottom end, I think, than my other Melody Maker does. The other Melody Maker is a bit more mid-rangey and toppy, but you'll hear that when I do the comparison video. Anyway, this thing sounds great. Single coil. If I turn the tone knob right up, you can hear that. It sort of does that. You can get that. It's got a nice bit of spank to it. You know, you can. It does all of that kind of thing quite nicely. It gets into the realm of the Telecaster a bit, but maybe some people would argue, no, it's not. And okay, that's fine. But it does sound cool, whichever way you look at it. It's a lot of fun to play. Short scale length, of course. Something to be said for these, because I love my Telecasters, but there is something about having that little bit shorter scale length that just, I don't know, it's different to play. Anyway, let's put the dirt pedal on, the old Boss Super Overdrive SD1, and see what we can get out of it. Did I turn on? Yes, I did. Ooh, someone's been playing with my pedals. It does all of those fun country sort of. It's made for playing like just about everything, I think. Back that tone knob off. Sounds alright, eh? Intonation and stuff's not really an issue. You can get way up there. It doesn't really get out of that tune. I think it's if you got one of those bridges with a little intonation adjustment thingies here, it'd probably be even better. But I don't know. It's fine for now. And that's the tone knob right off there. So it sounds great. I really like it. You can turn that off and the pedal off, and you can get nice clean tones out of it too, of course. about halfway up there-ish. It does all of those nice things. I think you could play anything you want to on one of these. You can play anything you want to on any guitar, really, I suppose. But if you leave your preconceptions at the door, it's pretty cool. A lot of people don't like the headstock on these. I don't mind it. I think it looks pretty cool. It's all right. It hasn't got the little wing things that like the juniors and the the bigger brothers of it have, but still it's cool. And for the money, like these second hand, I mean, you pick these up for like $800, less in this case. So you can. This is Australian prices too, so not American. I'm not sure what they go for in America. I've always imagined America being like a country where things are cheaper, but I don't know if that's true or not. Probably because everything's taxed to high heaven in Australia. But that's okay. We've got to pay the man for doing what he can, which isn't a lot, because he's not too bright. Don't you know? Anyway, yeah. So I reckon it's a great guitar. If you see one of these, you could do worse if this is your thing. It's really light, super light. So if you're coming from a Les Paul, you will notice the difference. Very light, very resonant, as people say. Oh, the body's very resonant, and it is. If I turn this off and just, it's quite loud in here. This thing. I mean, I can really hear it. Probably not picking up on the mic that well. So a great guitar to sit with, like in your living room, and just sort of, noodle away if you don't want to plug anything in. And it does the simple thing. It's just simple. Tone, there, tone and volume. As I think I've said before, the design of these things, I'm not a fan of this thing being on the plastic here, because you're eventually going to pull the screws out of the wood here by pulling on this thing, so you've got to sort of hang on to it when you unplug it. And you can see, like, I'll show you my 60, it's had a bit of that sort of damage done to it in the past, which has been repaired. But yeah, I think these are a great guitar. Anyway, not really sure what else to say about it. It's great. As for build quality, it's fine. Nothing wrong here. I've got no complaints about it. It plays real well. No stupid, annoying little things that you might find with poor quality control. It seems all good, this one. And I like it. Oh. Anyway, leave it there, because I'm just waffling. Anyway, have a good one. Good luck with everything, and I'll catch you next time, I hope. Toodles.